Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another stream, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of us talking about Liverpool Football Club, our club, ladies and gentlemen. There's a lot for us to unpack. There's a lot for us to talk about. So much more news to speak about. You get me? Big up to all of you guys, man. This is another day, another stream. We're back on it. Like I told you guys yesterday during the day, I didn't stream because I just took some time off, barbecue, swimming, just change a bit. By the way, my neck literally is broken from swimming. Like this area right here is like someone just like sat on it, bro. Like it's like, but it was a great day, fantastic day. And then I look at my phone and I see all the Isak stuff, and I'm like, damn, Isak is going to be a Liverpool player. This is actually a madness. But regardless, big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Keep getting stuck in the chat. Keep letting me know your opinions. Keep getting involved. You get me? That's the thing. This is the important thing. Because we create memories together, ladies and gentlemen, on this channel. So, big up to all of you guys. And let's just get into it. I want to talk about the Isak situation. And then we'll talk about Nunez as well leaving. And then we'll talk about all the other stuff, right? So, this is the exact message that I got yesterday. This is the same person that told me about Cody and McAllister and confirmed the Wirtz thing to me when I went and told you. He messaged me yesterday. He was like, Isak bid going in soon. That's what he messaged me. He said, no, not Konate to exit, Konate to stay. Anyway, he messaged me. He told me Isak bid going. Oh, first of all, by the way, guys, make sure you guys are liking, please. Make sure you guys are subscribing, because we already have 300 people in here. Let's get to 100 likes ASAP. Let's everyone just keep hitting the like button, keep subscribing. Today is a Liverpool purely day. So today I've got this stream right here, and then 11 p.m. UK time, I've also got the panel show with Jamie and others to talk about Liverpool Football Club. So today, it's all about LFC. You get me? So like, subscribe, all that stuff. Because what else you want to talk about the other clubs? Oh my God, Joker has got the number 14. Congratulations. No one cares. Anyway, back to the topic. So yesterday I got the message that this Fonzie guy. Yesterday I got the message that the Isak bid is going in. Now, the thing is with this, we do have the copy show today. The thing is with this whole Isak situation is the following. Look, a reliable person has told me that the bid is going in. So of course, I feel confident about that. The only thing is I want to tell you guys is essentially it's now down to Newcastle because the player wants to leave. The player has handed in a transfer request. He's told them, guys, thanks for the memories, but it's time to say goodbye. I think we have completely turned his head. He wants to join us, but it's now literally just based on Newcastle. I think the bid that we will make will be around 120, 130 million pounds. Of course, if Newcastle are smart, they would accept it. I think now what's happening with news in terms of PIF say he's not for sale. Listen, guys, they have to say that. They literally have to say that. And listen, we said the same thing. We said Coutinho is not for sale. We said Sterling is not for sale. We said Suarez is not for sale. And they all ended up leaving. You can't keep an unhappy player that doesn't want to remain at your football club. You just can't. And, he's not even went to the tour or anything. You get me? So that's the thing. He hasn't even went on tour. All of these things haven't happened for Alexander Isak. So obviously, he's someone that doesn't want to stay. And by the way, you can reverse this scenario for Diaz. Literally, just so people know, at the start of the window, we had the reports from journalists saying that Diaz is not for sale. We saw it with our very own eyes. They all said Diaz is not for sale. Diaz is not for sale. Now it looks like we're going to accept the Bayern Munich bid. He's probably going to end up leaving now. So that's the thing. So people need to deep, like, this whole not for sale thing is literally just what clubs say all the time. And I'll be honest with you, I think this is what happened. I'm going to be honest. You might say I'm speculating or whatever, but I'm trying to be as objective as possible. I think Isak probably at the start of this window wanted to stay at Newcastle. Probably wanted to stay at Newcastle, Isak, right? And then he looked at the transfer window, he looked at what they're doing, and, they were like, yep, this is amateur hour right here. In terms of the direction that Newcastle are headed in, the fact that they got no sporting director, their sporting director is basically Eddie Howe and like someone else, so they don't really even have a serious sporting director or anything. So they're like, he probably looked at the Newcastle situation and like, this is not a serious football club, in terms of like, maybe people at the offices and stuff like this. So he decided that he wants to leave. We turned his head, and qualifying for the Champions League is all good and well, but at the end of the day, you have to execute. And here's the problem. Newcastle have been rejected by Brian Mbeumo. They were rejected by James Trafford. They were rejected by so many players, that other big clubs wanted. Newcastle now realize that qualifying for the Champions League 1 year does not make you more attractive than the likes of Manchester United, than the likes of Tottenham Hotspur, than all these other clubs. Like even Kudus, so many examples that they have attempted, and they just couldn't execute. Newcastle United. So Isak is like, why should I stay at this unserious institution who can't get a transfer over the line? Like the only transfer that they brought in to Newcastle was Anthony Elanga. That's the only player they really brought into to Newcastle. And Anthony Elanga isn't really even an upgrade on Anthony Gordon. He isn't like, he's not a 100% upgrade on the player that they even have already. You get what I'm saying, chat? Like, he ain't even an upgrade on the players that they already have. So it's not like Newcastle are out there strengthening, trying to qualify for the Champions League over and over again, and try to do all this. Like, Newcastle aren't doing that. Mark Gahey is not going to join Newcastle. That's another example. Like, they're targeting the right players, but all the right players are telling them no. So if you're in Isak's position, you're like, okay, like, what's going on here? Now, if Newcastle at the start of the window went and signed Mark Gahey, went and signed Kudus, went and signed like 3, 4, 5 players, maybe Isak wouldn't have felt the way that he feels right now. Deep this chat, Newcastle couldn't even get James Trafford. We're not talking about a superstar here. We're not talking about an elite player. James Trafford. They could not even get James Trafford. That's the thing. Obviously, I think with Newcastle as well, they're probably not even going to with Isak, he's not even going to accept the new contract proposals or anything. So the guy wants to join Liverpool Football Club. I think we have turned his head. I think we have done something where he wants to join us. He wants to join our football club. And our football club is the one that makes sense for him, considering the rest of the football clubs. Maybe the only other club could probably be like a Chelsea or something. But we all know how Chelsea move in terms of like wages and age and death row contracts and stuff. So that's not going to happen. You get me? Arsenal have wanted Isak for a long time, but they went sign Gyökeres now to strengthen in other positions, like keep backup keeper and stuff. Look, I saw a quote, and I'm going to big up one of the people. Big up to Konstantinos, because he sent this to me. This is what Billy Hogan said. And I'm going to read it out so you guys know exactly what was said. So, yesterday I asked the question. I was like, okay, why, like, where is all this money suddenly coming from? Because we went from a club that doesn't spend money at all to a club that's actually spending money like mad, so... Craig Hope. If Liverpool are going to make a deal happen, they're going to have to pay the money. There's no cheap deal to be done here. It's going to have to be a British record and some. If that happens, I think we'll see a deal and Isak could move. Yes, I do. And I know some of his teammates internally suspect that too. That's why Joe Linton yesterday posted my home or something like this. This is the Craig Hope. Come the end of the season, Isak didn't want a new contract at Newcastle. He and his camp knew of the interest from Liverpool. My information is Liverpool are readying a British record offer, and Isak and his camp know this. These are some of the conversations I've had this morning with close to the situation. There's always a good time to sell a player, and while the preference is to keep Isak, but Isak himself wants to move on. He doesn't want to play in the Champions League. He wants to win it. Okay? So, like I said, he looked at the Newcastle situation and he was probably like, yo, this is not somewhere I can win the Champions League. Playing in the Champions League alone is not enough. You have to try to win the whole thing. Anyway, let me just tell you exactly what Billy Hogan said. This is the CEO. Regarding Liverpool's spend, right? It doesn't just happen. It's been years in the making. One of the things we're constantly focused on is that virtuous circle, trying to run the club in the right way to ensure that we can generate as much revenue as we can possibly can. That obviously helps in terms of being able to put more back into the team, which is incredibly important from our perspective. We have been successful in doing that. It's a huge credit to everyone on the football side and the business side. And then he goes on to say that it's about time we start acting like a big club. I know this brings me back to like all the FSG conversations. Yeah, just write the quote in the chat, man, since there's a bomba. This brings me to all the FSG conversations. We knew we had this type of money. We knew that we could spend this type of money, but the club refused to spend it. And even Billy Hogan himself saying that, you know, okay, we're going to act like a big club now. So, you know, that's the thing. So for me, I look at this Isak situation, and I'll be honest with you guys. I think his head has been turned. I think he will end up being a Liverpool player, but I don't think this will be done like soon, like within a day or two, because obviously you're gonna have to negotiate with Newcastle. You're gonna have to have those conversations with Newcastle. You're gonna have to do all of that. So the situation with Newcastle is they have a player that's unhappy, that wants to leave. The situation from Isak's perspective is Isak wants to join Liverpool Football Club. The situation from Liverpool perspective is Liverpool wants to sign Alexander Isak. Now it's down to Newcastle. And this is it. This is very important for you guys to understand in the chat. This is down to Newcastle. I think Liverpool are going to submit a British record transfer, 120, 130 million, around that level. You know, perhaps there are levels in terms of add-ons. Perhaps there are things like that. But we know now for a fact that you know, Isak wants to join Liverpool FC. So I think we have completely turned his head. I think he wants to join us. So it's down to Newcastle to accept the bid, to negotiate, blah, blah, blah. We'll see how long this negotiations last. Do I 100% know for a fact you know, that Newcastle is going to accept our bid? Probably not. It's not like factual 100% Newcastle will accept our bid. Not factual that Newcastle will accept our bid. Newcastle could say no, ladies and gentlemen. Newcastle United could say no to the bid. Newcastle could reject the bid. You never know. But we can't speculate. But we can talk about what we know factually. And what we know factually is that he wants to join us. And that's what matters for me. Because you want to know something? And I think all the Liverpool fans in the chat will actually agree with me. Look, after the whole Caicedo saga, I really want players who want to play for Liverpool Football Club. After everything that's happened with Caicedo, after all this, I want players that want us badly. That's why I wasn't one of the people that like, haha, Kirkus is twerking for Liverpool. Good. Let him twerk. Great. That's what we want. I want players who want to be Liverpool players. Do you guys understand what it's like when you have a player of that ilk that wants to be a Liverpool player? This is not like a random guy. People need to deep what's happening this transfer window. The reason why this transfer window is so elite is because Florian Wirtz, a German, rejected a move to Bayern Munich, proceeded to also reject Pep Guardiola and Manchester City, proceeded to reject his former manager at Real Madrid just to join Liverpool. Like, we went from Liverpool, Caicedo, Zubimendi, to 2 summers later just executing at such an elite level. And that's the thing. And credit to Richard Hughes here, credit to Michael Edwards, of course. Those two deserve a whole lot of credit. Guys, we're not just moving like a big club. We're moving like Madrid during the Galactico era. I said this yesterday, I must say it again. Genuinely, deep this. Big up to you, Netweed. Big up to you, deep this, right? Let me just say this. Look, if Liverpool sign Alexander Isak, if Isak it happens, right? So let's say Liverpool sign Isak and Gehi. Yesterday, I made the argument with Tom Little, and I want to hear you guys' opinions on it. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. I don't even know the like count. Don't disappoint me, chat. Is this the greatest transfer window ever? Think about it. Think about it. I know Madrid had the Ronaldo Kaká transfer window and stuff, so I hear it. And that one will always be like a special transfer window. But the fact that we, a club that don't usually spend, have pulled it off. Deep who we signed. Kerkez, best left back or one of the best left backs in the league. Frimpong, fair enough, he's not as good as Trent, but he's a very good offensive right back. Wirtz, if we sign Gehi, that's the Crystal Palace captain, center back, Premier League experience, can play in a back 3, can play in a back 5. Ekitike, one of the most exciting, promising young strikers on the whole planet. Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak from Newcastle. Now, if we do pull off that transfer window, how can anyone make the claim that it's not the greatest transfer window ever, at least in Premier League history? I don't think we've had a better transfer window literally in Premier League history, by the way. I really don't. I really don't. And you want to know something? I'm going to be honest with you. I watched a little bit of highlights of Florian Wirtz. I watched even in some of his highlights against Stoke. I watched some of what he's done in like the training sessions. And I'll be honest with you. It would have been the biggest waste ever in history to waste Florian Wirtz passes on the likes of Darwin Nunez or others. It will literally be it would have been the biggest waste ever in history. Ever. That's why I was one of the people that was completely against #one more season. Oh my God. Buzzcut Darwin. Oh my God, look. He scored a hat-trick in pre-season against Stoke. Guys, put the fries in the bag. Put the fries in the bag. Khalas, the Nunez story is over. Get over it. He's shit. He's not good enough for Liverpool Football Club, and it's time for him to leave. And we'll speak about that in a second. Imagine buying a £100 million player in Florian Wirtz and wasting his passes on Darwin Nunez. Come on now. Come on now. Whoa. Like, what are we actually doing here? What are we actually doing here? You cannot waste everything that Florian Wirtz is on a player like Darwin Nunez. You can't. That's why us signing Ekitike and hopefully getting Isak is going to be massive. And the thing with Isak, like I said, I spoke to the person that I speak to that's very reliable. He don't even message me that often, you know? So it's not like he's someone who's just sat there on his phone all day. Like someone who's very busy, right? Knows people at Liverpool Football Club, completely 100% source. Like he told me about Arthur Melo and everything before it happened. He told me about, the Gakpo McAllister thing, which I relayed to you guys as well. So he's been one of the people that told me a lot of things. He told me about the interest in Lukeba. He told me about everything. So now, like, the thing with this conversation is he told me, and listen, 100% like a very reliable person. He told me Isak bid going in soon. That is categorically what he messaged me. He told me Isak bid going in soon. So I do believe that we will bid for Alexander Isak. I do believe that we will try to get Alexander Isak. I do believe that we're gonna do our best to try get him, because they have a player that simply wants to join Liverpool Football Club. They have a player that wants to join us. He does not want to extend his stay at Newcastle. He doesn't want to stay at Newcastle. He wants to leave. And that's the thing, man. Like, but I'm telling all the Liverpool fans right now, look, this is just my opinion. So maybe you could say this is just me deducing stuff, right? Look, do not expect a quick answer to this. Expect a little bit of a saga where Newcastle reject the first bid, perhaps, maybe reject the second bid, and then Liverpool will keep trying and keep trying. So that's the thing. Like, please don't expect this to be something that's done like this. Okay? Don't expect something to be done like this, like very quickly. This might be a bit of a saga, so you guys are gonna have to be a little bit patient with this type of stuff. You're gonna have to be a little bit patient. And obviously you look at like our fixtures. Let me check exactly, because our fixture is actually the first fixture in the whole Premier League, the one against Bournemouth. So the first game, first of all, the Community Shield is on August 10th. So literally in like 2 weeks, basically. And then August 15th, we kick off the Premier League. So we got the Community Shield game, and then August 15th, we kick off the Premier League. That's the thing, you see? So time is flying. Time is flying, but at the end of the day, like, this is going to be a long saga. So get ready. Put your seatbelts on and enjoy the ride, because this is going to take quite a while, chat. I'm telling you all right now, this is not going to be something that gets done like this. Big up to the Football Terrace, by the way, for the redirect. Make sure guys are liking. Make sure guys are subscribing. Guys, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Come on. Likes up, please, and subscribe to the channel. We're not even at 500 likes yet. We're at 250 likes. Come on, close your live chat and like the video. It's a free button. It helps the channel grow, and we get there with you guys' help. Big up to all the super chatters. They're all starred. I'll get to them in a bit. Can Newcastle afford to let it drag out? They need players too. I hear your logic. However, look, actually, you want to know something? Leighton might be right. Leighton might be right. I'm simply making a prediction that I think it might be a saga. It might be. But, like, they might also accept it quickly because they don't want it to drag out. You know, like, they at the end of the day, Newcastle also need to sign some players. I mean, they contacted Sesko yesterday, but that ain't enough. Like, that ain't enough. They need to sign more and more players. And I think with us as well, look, the quicker we execute, the better it is for us. The quicker we execute, the better it is for us. That's the thing. Because we have to execute quickly. We have to get this player through the door. Obviously, get him in pre-season, get him used to the manager, to the system, to his new teammates. You know, but it is like such a massive signing that I did think from a logical perspective it might take a bit of time. But the Isak bid will go in soon. Get ready, chat. The Isak bid will go in soon. I promise you all, the Isak bid will go in soon. And look, if Newcastle want to keep an unhappy player that doesn't want to stay at their football club, if Newcastle want to keep a player that, you know, is not really a player that wants to stay. We have turned his head, by the way. We have turned his head, like, you know, he's decided to join a much bigger institution. And if I want to make something clear, I was one of the people that said, and I was just being logical about it, right? I was one of the people that said, I don't think that obviously Ekitike and Isak can coexist in the same club, right? I don't think that Isak and Ekitike can exist at the same club. I said this. But if Liverpool Football Club take Newcastle's best player and their main target, we are bad boys. We're bad. Like, we're actually such, like, bro, this is such a big boy move You're lucky we don't need Isak. To be honest, yes, of course. Thank God Chelsea don't need Isak. Alhamdulillah. Thank God you don't want Rodrigo. You get me. Big up Liam Delap and shit. Enjoy. So, yeah, like, this is such a big boy move. This is genuinely such a big boy move. It's actually unbelievable. We took their main player and their main target. You guys, like, we like, now I know how Chelsea fans felt 2 summers ago when they took Caicedo and Lavia. You get what I'm saying? Like, when they took Caicedo and Lavia, I know exactly how the Chelsea fans felt now. I fully feel it. I fully understand it now. Like, we really took their best player and and their main target. Do you guys deep how mad that is? Like, we actually did the biggest big boy move. People are talking about power play. I'm so gonna destroy Mo on Sunday, Ahwa, inshallah, because he was sat here going like, haha, Newcastle won. Oh my god, the Newcastle forced Liverpool to overpay. Actually, according to the reports, we paid less than what Newcastle were willing to offer for Ekitike. So we didn't overpay nothing. So that's the thing. So yeah, I didn't personally think that Isak and Ekitike are gonna end up at the same club. You know, but fair enough. If they're gonna end up at the same club, then we're cooking at next level. To be honest with you, we're cooking at next level. Now, to be fair about this Rodrigo thing, look, as crazy as it sounds, I now think with this Rodrigo situation, if we sign Isak and Rodrigo as well, bro, like, the thing is, I can't anymore say that it's impossible for it to happen, because we all know like how Liverpool are moving now. But yeah, like, it's a little bit crazy, you know, like, that's all I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, if we get Rodrigo as well, it's actually gonna be unfair for the whole league, bro. Like, I actually think it's gonna be unfair for the whole league, bro, if we actually get Rodrigo. It's actually gonna be mad. It's actually gonna be mad, bro, if we actually go sign Rodrigo after this. Because I want to be objective about it and I want to be logical. And I know from a logical perspective, probably Rodrigo won't join. But the way that we've been moving this transfer window, we have completely thrown logic out the window. And now we're moving like we're prime Real Madrid and stuff. So it's like, logic is not logicking anymore. Logic is not logicking anymore. Ilya, and then he will come message me, why I got banned? Hussam, why am I banned? He'll come message me on Snapchat. Hussam, why did one of your moderators ban me? You keep saying Fab Bomba. So now we go to Fabrizio. Here we go. Fabrizio Romano. What's the bomba? There's no bomba from Fabrizio. So why are you wasting our time? Number one. Ali, as always, likes to spam. He can never just copy paste what the guy says. Ben Jacobs. Newcastle working to try and agree personal terms with Benjamin Sesko. Leipzig prepared to sell, but not an easy deal for Newcastle to structure. However, a bid is anticipated. Sesko a long-standing target. Khalas, no problem. Here you go. Everyone happy? We read the bombas. Guys, if you get any bomba, just copy-paste what the guy says in the chat. That's it. Just copy-paste what he says in the chat and I'll be aware of it. Instead of you just saying bomba, 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 bomba. Just copy-paste what he says in the chat. Anyway, as I was saying, so I think this is a very big boy move. This is a big boy move. We took their main target and we took their main player. And that's the thing for me. Like, it's very important for us this summer to execute. Now, in terms of Rodrigo thing, look, like, bro, as crazy as it sounds, right? As crazy as it sounds, I want to make something clear. As crazy as it sounds, you guys need to understand, Liverpool are cooking like crazy. And I can't even anymore say it's unrealistic for Liverpool to sign Rodrigo. I can't even make that claim anymore. I can't even make that claim. I can't even make the claim that it's unrealistic for us to sign Rodrigo anymore. That's the thing. Like, that claim would legitimately be a false claim. That claim would legitimately be a false claim if I made that claim. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, like, I can't even say that 100% anymore. I can't even say that 100% anymore. Like, I can't say, hey guys, by the way, like 100%, we're gonna sign like, Rodrigo. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, like, as crazy as it sounds, like, I can't even 100% guarantee that Rodrigo won't sign for Liverpool anymore because we're having a mad window. The one thing I will say is after we do sign Isak, I think the most important thing is probably center back. And I think this is something that probably everyone in the chat would agree on. Like, we need center back. You want to know how many people messaged me yesterday? You want to know how many people messaged me yesterday? Get your tank top ready. You know that as soon as this whole thing happened, I got 17 messages. Get your tank top ready. Get your tank top ready. Get your tank top ready. Habibi, I said I'm gonna wear it on the Tuesday show, man. I said I will wear it on the Tuesday show. It's not Tuesday. It's Friday. There is still Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then we have the Tuesday show. If by then the Isak thing is done, Habibi, I will wear it. No problem. I've been a man of my word all the way throughout. I've been a man of my word all the way throughout. What, yani, you think I'm going to change now? You bunch of frauds. You think I'm going to change now, yani? Have some shame. I'm going to wear it. Don't worry. But I said on the Tuesday show. What do you mean? How can I get a tank top ready? Like, how can I get it ready? So how can I get a tank top ready? What do you want me to do with it? What, like, you want me to iron a tank top? Get it ready. Look, my name is Red Line of Teranga. I teach women downward dog. Shut your ass up, you yoga merchant. Talking about get it ready. Habibi, it's fucking ready. It's here. I have 100 tank tops. What do you mean? Like, people act like, what? Do we iron underwear now? Do you guys iron your boxers too? You weirdos. Wear hot ass boxers for no reason. You get me? I got 100 tank tops. I got the white one. I got the gray one. I'm probably going to wear the gray one, innit? Frauds, bro. Frauds. Every day. I never said pink. Callum said pink. I don't care what Callum says. That's on him. That's a him problem. I never mentioned the word pink. He's the one that said pink. I said I'm going to wear a tank top. And inshallah, next Tuesday, I will wear tank top. And that's it. Frauds. Get it ready. Get it ready. Get it ready. Like what? I'm supposed to iron a tank top. What do you want me to do? How come I supposed to get it ready? Frauds. Anyway, back to the topic. Before we were rudely interrupted by the frauds. You get me? As I was saying, you get me? Red Line of Teranga is saying, get it ready. Guys, do you know that your Red Line of Teranga is a yoga instructor? Chat? You know he's a yoga instructor. You know he shows women the downward dog who is 30, 40 plus. That's his job, guys. He's a yoga instructor. He be showing women like all the poses and stuff, and he's like, that's how you do the T-pose. Oh, look, I'm a yoga instructor. Give me $28 per hour. God. Anyway, you get me. I wonder how as well he like teaches all these like middle-aged women yoga. It must be crazy, bro. Just sat there in his class. It's mad. It's mad. Anyway, back to the topic. I'm always gonna spin the block on you, Red Lion. You fraud. You fraud. You're out here going like, this is how you do the downward dog, Karen. And then you're showing Karen the downward dog. I know how you're like. I know how you're like. You're like, oh yeah, you know, Karen, you put your ass down on the floor and then you put your toes here and then you put your fingers here. Oh, look, you've done yoga. Fraud. Men used to go to war. And now you're holding a woman telling her, do this pose and do this pose. There you are. See, all of this because you said, oh my God, get your tank top ready. It's ready. What do you mean, get it ready? It's ready. It's not Tuesday. So shut your ass up. Anyway, back to the topic, guys. Before we lose more viewers talking about Redline Teranga. Oh, yeah, how's your husband doing? And then Redline of Teranga is hugging her like the guy at Coldplay hugged his HR manager. Redline Tarangas is like, you know, everyone's like, work husband, you know, just hugging from behind like Coldplay. You guys saw the guy at Coldplay, right? His wife is so much more prettier than the HR one as well. Yani, Habibi, you want to cheat at least like, and you're a billionaire, like you're a CEO, you cheat with a woman that's at least prettier than your wife. That guy, like, I'm so anti-cheating, by the way. Like, I'm 100% anti-cheating. But this guy, you get caught with a woman like she's not even as good looking as your wife. Have some shame. Have some shame. And you're hugging her from behind and you start to go down and stuff. You know, if at least act like you're doing something normal. Fraud. Back to the topic. So I do think that the situation with with Isak hopefully is gonna come to a agreement, to a deal. I think that's the important thing, and hopefully we do sign him. How much do I think we sign him for? I want to ask all of you guys in the chat before I read the supers, and then we talk about the Nunez situation as well, and then we talk about the Konate situation as well. I want to ask every single one of you, and be objective, don't go over the top. What is the maximum number you'd pay for Alexander Isak? Give me the absolute maximum number you'd pay for Alex Isak. Maximum number. Like, give me a number that you'd go like, I'm not going to pay a cent more than this. In pounds, please. Don't give me in euros. Give me in pounds, please. Not in euros. Give me in pounds. In British pounds, ladies and gentlemen. In British pounds. Man said 80. Have some shame, bro. You can't say 80. You can't say 80. Here you go. Redline Taranga messaging me. Yeah, because you keep saying get it ready. What do you mean get it ready? It's in the drawer. $150, $120 max, $100 max, $120, $130 plus 5. I actually think, big up to LB as well, because he watches a lot of our content. I actually think this is going to be the bid right here. I think it's going to be 130 plus 5. That's what I think. I think it's going to be 130 plus 5. I think that's going to be the offer. Probably around something like that region. 135, 130 plus 5. You get me? Stuff like this. 130 Jordanian currency. Jordanian currency is stronger than British pound. You fraud. Here we go. Mr. Emotional over here. Anyway, let me grab the supers, and then we're going to talk about Darwin Nunez, and we're going to talk about Konate as well. By the way, I just want to say something quickly, and this is something that's been on my mind. This is very important. And this is a message to all Liverpool fans. By the way, chat, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Let's get to 500 likes, please. Everyone, just hit the like button, subscribe. I want to say something that's very important that's been bugging me, and it's actually been bothering me for a while now. And I'll tell you what it is. We're almost at 400 likes. Let's try to get to 500. You want to know what's annoying me a lot as a Liverpool fan? Every single rival disrespects us, including like Igal and stuff. Liverpool don't have the streets, bro. Hassam, Liverpool don't have the streets. You know, like I like when I'm walking around in London, like I don't see many Liverpool fans. When I was growing up in Toronto, there was no one wearing a Liverpool shirt. Like I never met anyone wearing a Liverpool shirt. Yesterday in Hong Kong, Liverpool sold out a training session. Liverpool sold out an entire stadium to watch a training session. Just because Liverpool Football Club don't have the streets around you does not mean that Liverpool don't have streets around the world. Uganda. There were people doing a Premier League parade. Uganda. Hong Kong sold out. Manchester United were driving through Kuala Lumpur with literally no one in the street. No one. Manchester United were driving around Kuala Lumpur with no one in the whole street. Deep it. No one in the whole street. Big Manchester. We're Manchester United. We're the biggest club in the world. Man United. No one was there. No one was. You think if Liverpool are driving through Kuala Lumpur, there'd be no one there? Brother, the entirety of Kuala Lumpur would be armed in red to welcome the Premier League champions. Just because Liverpool don't have Toronto doesn't mean that Liverpool don't have. That's why don't allow any rival to gaslight you. Manchester United have the most fans in the world, and like they act like their clubs are close to us. Liverpool are way more supported around the world than Arsenal, than Chelsea, than City, than Spurs, than all these clubs. Don't be gaslit by these fans that try to act like Liverpool like have close amount of fans to them. No. Liverpool have a lot more fans than Chelsea and Arsenal. A lot more. And I mean a lot more. The only club in the planet that has more fans, the only club in the Premier League that has more fans than us is Manchester United. But no problem. Like, you know, you want to say Man United have more fans than us worldwide? We'll take it. No problem. We agree. But don't tell me that Arsenal and Chelsea are close to us. You ain't close. Like Manchester United and Liverpool are in a league of their own when it comes to like the fan base worldwide. Liverpool sold out a training session in Hong Kong. Liverpool Football Club sold out a training session. Deep what I just said. Do you want me to show you how massive Liverpool are around the world? I've shown this before. I'll show it. Because people study disrespecting my football club, acting like, you know, no one supports Liverpool worldwide. You bunch of liars. Yeah, watch this. 95,000 Australians. 95,000 Australians. July of 2013. July of 2013. 95,000 Australians lined up and sang You'll Never Walk Alone. Are you mad? Talking about Liverpool don't have the streets. This was when Liverpool were so shit as well. This was when Liverpool were actually ass. 95,000 Australians. That's Andre Wisdom. That's Brad Jones. That's Joe Allen, of course, Stevie G King. But the rest of the team, you saw the rest of the team? You saw that? Look at the stadium. Look. 95,000 Australians lined up in 2013. Liverpool don't have the streets, bro. Egal. Says who? 95,000 11 years ago. 11 years ago when we were shit. When we were shit, they were all singing You'll Never Walk Alone, obviously. But let me just mute it for copyright. Look at this. Liverpool don't have the streets, bro. Liverpool don't have the streets. Oh my God. Liverpool don't have the streets. Look. Oh, in Melbourne. This is in Melbourne alone, 100,000 people. And that's without all the people that couldn't get tickets to this game. Maybe another 50,000, another 100,000 people. That's what I'm telling you. Stop disrespecting Liverpool Football Club. We're the biggest club in England. By the way, overtaken Manchester United in revenue now as well. So it's done. Even the ones that used to use revenue as an argument, it's finished. Also, Old Trafford is falling down. Amarim is a fucking clown. You know, like in the swimming pools, there's always bleach in it. Bro, this bleach, like, it messed up my whole thing. Anyway, let me read the supers. Yeah, bro, in Malaysia, Liverpool are the most supported club. Liverpool are the most supported club in Malaysia, in Cambodia, in Vietnam, in South Korea, in China, in Japan, like the entirety of the Asian continent. By the way, even the Middle East, most supported Premier League club because of Salah. Respect. Liverpool don't have the streets, bro. Yeah, because they don't have the streets around you, innit? They don't have the streets around you. So you think they don't have the streets anywhere. Fraud. By the way, guys, RIP to the Taste the Biscuit era, because it's now copyright infringement to play Taste the Biscuit, unfortunately. But can I just play this?
Am I dreaming? Yo! What's the point, man? Even I can't even take even the guitar cannot help me. Fucking hell. Even the guitar, wallahi, I can't even. Wallahi, I can't even the guitar. Wallahi, I can't believe it. I swear to God. Wallahi. This is such embarrassing. Wallahi, this is embarrassing.
By the way, just so you guys know something, Hamza was having a whole meltdown yesterday. Anyway, let's read the supers. The fact that Isak has 3 years left doesn't mean anything either. Coutinho signed the contract extension still left. Yeah, 100%. Listen, contract hype, Marius. Contract hype. Bro, you could... Nowadays, you can sign an extension and literally a month later leave. Like, this whole contract hype is dead now, bro. It's 2025. It's 2025. It's 2025, bro. Contract hype. If Isak wants to be a Liverpool player, he'll be a Liverpool player. Contract or not. All this contract BS, bro, allow it, man. What is it? Is it 2008 now? Like, suddenly contracts matter so much? You get me? Bro, come on, man. Come on, man. Please. Cal was so shameless on the 12th Man show. I loved it. Fenway, Sanderson group. Big up Osama. We're going back to back to back to back. You'll never walk on. You want to know something, Ham? I'll be honest with you. Look, if we sign Isak, I want us to do something that we've never done before. I want us to do like a treble. Or like an Invincibles. Or, you know, like Invincible Centurions or something. You know, like combine two of them together. Because we all know we're not going to break the Chelsea defensive record thing. It's just not going to happen, right? But I want us to win, like, to go invincible and then go like Invincible Centurions. I read this at the Sean, remember when I was saying it? I was like, okay, you're in the Champions League, but you're gonna get knocked out in the group stages. You join Liverpool, you could win the whole thing. That's the difference. Imagine Isak doing this to like Marquinhos in the final. Hey, 1-0 to Liverpool. Imagine Champions League final against PSG, and then Isak is like to Marquinhos, bro. Bro, that has rattled me so much when he did it to us. I want Isak and Rodrigo too. Why not? Let's go all out. At this moment in time, I cannot even say anything is impossible anymore because we're moving like Galacticos Madrid, bro. We're signing anyone we want at this point. Like, we're actually on a madness, bro. We're literally on a madness. Like, we're signing like anyone that we want. Literally, we're signing anyone that we want. I don't think we're gonna sign Rodrigo, but if we do sign Isak, but it's like if we sign Isak and Rodrigo, bro, it's gonna be unfair. It's gonna be unfair. It's actually gonna be unfair. Imagine Wirtz, Isak, Salah, and Rodrigo on the left. Oh my god. Put the league in the bag. Hamza yesterday said we are buying the league. I want to explain something to you guys. For the last 4 years before this transfer window, so if you put this transfer window to the side, Liverpool have literally spent less money than Brighton. People need to deep this. Liverpool have spent less money than Brighton, than Wolves, than West Ham, than Aston Villa. Forget the other top 5 clubs. I'm talking about the meaty clubs. We haven't even spent as much as them. So to say that we're buying the lead is a madness. Big up to my guy AJ. I see you on the terrace all the time as well, so thank you so much. He says, Ornstein Bomba, it's been reported that United asked Newcastle about Isak, to which Newcastle replied, he's fine. Thanks for asking. I saw United fans put Isak in their team. One thing about Manchester United fans is they're really unaware of how destroyed their club are. They are so unaware of how destroyed their club are. People don't deep how bad Manchester United are. People think it's a joke. Manchester United are actually so shit, bro. Manchester United are so shit, dead and buried. People are talking about Isak to Manchester United. My brother, you lost a European final to Tottenham Hotspur. You literally lost a European final to Tottenham Hotspur. You finished 15th. You ain't gonna get no Isak. Shut your ass up. It's just not gonna happen. It's so impossible, bro. Stick to the likes of Wissa and Watkins, because that's your level. Bro, my United friends think they have a chance. Yeah, and I have a chance with Megan Fox. Megan, message me, Habibti, if you're watching. I know you're a secret subscriber. Megan Fox, it's time. You get me? I might not rap as good as Machine Gun Kelly, but I'm better than a lot of other things. You get me? Let's go. Big up to Akia, who says, I am praying we get the Here We Go Bomba this week, brother. You'll never walk alone. Number 21. This one is for Jota. Of course, this one for me is like even like more beautiful. You know, number 21 for 20 is just absolutely beautiful. And Liverpool Football Club always conduct and execute themselves with class. The fact that we retired the number 20 for me is just so special and so amazing. And make no mistake, this channel will continue to remember Diogo Jota forever. And we'll remember. And I know the people in the community will remember. I know the people in the comment section will remember. They will remember how people behaved during the whole Diogo Jota thing. People will remember this. People remember. By the way, there were people live on YouTube with transfer news the day after. Just so you know. Big up to Tom Paline, who says, run up the likes ASAP, people. Isak will be done quick. Listen, to be fair, Leighton actually changed my mind. See, Leighton, you came here last summer. We had an aggressive interaction, and now you watch the content, and now we're friends. The thing with Leighton is he convinced me. Look, Newcastle low-key need the money to like execute a little bit. Maybe this actually will be done quick. Maybe this will be done quick. And make sure you guys are listening to Tom Paline and liking and subscribing, please. Everyone, please like and subscribe now. Let's get the likes up. Also, thank you for 56.3K. 56.4K is on the horizon. We can only get there with you guys' help. So like and subscribe, please. It's not too late. Get that Nunez jersey. Why you want me to get a jersey of a player that's leaving? Get that Nunez jersey. No, I'm not going to get that Nunez jersey. I'm not going to get that Nunez jersey. I'm good, bro. Newcastle won't sell until we play them end of August. I doubt it because Newcastle do need the money. I can't lie to you. So it might not be It might not be that long, but the bid will be submitted soon. Rodrigo might be the saga. He doesn't want the move, in my opinion. Here's the thing. If Liverpool sign Isak and Rodrigo says he doesn't want to move, then there's nothing we can do about it. Then what? He just doesn't want to leave. And look, we got Gakpo, we got Rio Gomoa. You get me? So we're cooking. We're cooking. Newcastle sources are claiming 150 million bid required. Yes, that's what they're claiming, but that doesn't mean that's what's going to get accepted. Because I think 130 plus 5 they accept. Do these people realize that true LFC will gladly lose a bet if it means LFC get better? Bunch of weirdos. I want that invincible quad. Bring on Isak. Imagine we are like invincible centurions or something, bro. We're cooking at a crazy level, mate. As a guitar fan, Hamza doesn't... Shall I play it again? 500 likes, I'll play the Hamza clip again. 500 likes. That was in the chat for my guy, Daniel. Big up to you, Daniel Plachetka. Big up to you, my brother. He says, big up Osam for the stream. They always make my day. Thank you. What are your thoughts on PSG and this Isak story? They want to sell Kolo Mani and Goncalo Ramos is clearly out of favor. Newcastle would rather sell to them too. Here's the thing with this Isak thing. Like, Isak is completely different to what PSG do, bro. Like, they have those four that keep interchanging with each other, the four wingers. I don't think you could do that with Isak. I really don't believe you could do that with Isak. You can't execute what Luis Enrique does with Isak, bro. You just simply can't. That's the thing. That's the thing for me. I just don't think you can, to be honest with you. So, yeah. So it doesn't worry me as much PSG right now. So, yeah. And anyway, Daniel, to answer your question, right here, 2 bombas, yeah? Watch this. Craig Hope, Alexander Isak wants Liverpool and Liverpool want Isak. Big up to you, Roger. Big up to Jack. Jack Hilal. My understanding is that Alexander Isak wants to join Liverpool. Ben Jacobs. Done. Isak is seeing red right now. I see red. 150 million for Isak. I don't care. I don't know if we pay that. Listen, we might not pay a 150, but we'll pay like 130 plus 5 or some shit. Or 135 or something. I don't know. We'll see. At the end of the day, he's put in a transfer request. He wants to join us. You get me? Big up to Emeka. Of course, someone has to bring the mood down. Hussam, are you still FSG out? Yes. Because one transfer window doesn't change things. And that's my problem with people like you. I want you to understand something. You're the same exact type of person who came to my watch along after every Nunez goal and say apologize. I'm willing to become FSGN, but I want us to show ambition, not even necessarily to this level, just show ambition every transfer window to try to win. So let's say next summer we want a DM and a center back, we sign the DM and the center back, then I think that's like something that start to change my mind. So that's the thing. So like you're genuinely the same exact type of person who came here after every Nunez goal and asked for an apology. That's it. Hussam, we play Newcastle second game. Isak booze watch. Ali Kassam say the booze, bro. Bro, the booze is gonna be heard all around the world. That's if he's a Liverpool player then. But the booze will be literally heard around the world, bro. Around the whole planet. Bro. The booze will be heard. I promise you. That booze is going to be so loud it might shake the stadium. Imagine Isak scores, then he does this to Sven Botman. I don't think he's listen, if he does score, I think he'll obviously probably not celebrate. He'll probably not celebrate, of course, because I think maybe that's the type of person that he is, but we will see. Anyway, guys, let's move on, talk about this Nunez Konate situation as well, because I think it's important to talk about all the other news. So let me actually share with you Arabic newspaper, ladies and gentlemen. Arabic newspaper, ladies and gentlemen. Let's share it. This is the Friday iteration of the Saudi newspaper Al Riyadiyya. who has, of course, 1 million followers. So it's not like a random page or anything. So let me tell you exactly what this says. Obviously, I know you guys can't read Arabic. You see that bit in red? You see that little bit in red right there? I'll share the literal like newspaper with you right now, and I'll tell you exactly what it says in Arabic. So let's zoom in right here. You see this little bit in red right here? Inzaghi yatlub Nunez. This translates to Inzaghi demands or wants Darwin Nunez. So this is the thing, like he wants Darwin Nunez. He wants Darwin Nunez. Inzaghi, that is. So this is the direct translation of it. And then they come, you get me? And then they come to the rest of the newspaper. وطبقا للمصادر نفسها طلب المدرب الإيطالي سيميوني إنزاغي من مسؤولي الهلال التعاقد مع الدولي الأوروغواني داروين نونيز مهاجم ليفربول, which means according to the same exact sources the Italian coach Simeone Inzaghi asked from the people in charge on Al Hilal to sign the Uruguayan international Darwin Nunez, the striker of Liverpool, that Al Hilal is negotiating with, because they're speaking about the whole Isak thing. You get me? And then they say that Isak didn't join the world tour thing. You get me? So yeah. So that's the thing with and then they mention ويهتم ليفربول أيضا بخدمات مهاجم نيوكاسل يونايتد ويستعد لتقديم عرض يصل إلى 130 مليون جنيه, which means Liverpool are also interested in the Newcastle striker, and they're willing to offer 130 million pounds, which is exactly what I told you as well. So we get confirmation here from the Saudi newspaper that Inzaghi himself, Simeone Inzaghi that is, wants Darwin Nunez. What's the bomba? Alexander Isak wants Liverpool. It's his priority. I have a message to Newcastle.
Let's say we get through in the home leg and we proceed into the next round. What is going to happen when we actually come up against one of the big boys? What is actually going to happen when we come up against one of the big boys and have to go away to an Inter, to an Atleti,
who's your daddy?
Real Madrid?
Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy?
Bro, relax, bro. That's
Who's
crazy.
your daddy?
That's crazy. The only
Rap ruler, you can ask Buddha. Right jab like Sam Judah.
Oh, he's in.
Every member on my team is a shooter. Night like a room, no room for him to.
See when Hussam says it? See when Hussam says it? You guys don't listen to Hussam, but you listen to the Italian guy and listen to Ornstein. I told you literally an hour ago. Isak wants Liverpool. Liverpool want Isak now. They just have to accept the bid. So this is the Saudi newspaper here, what they say about Nunez. So they want Darwin Nunez, obviously. And actually, one of the more interesting as well pieces of information is that Konate, watch this, yeah? Watch this. All it took was for us to buy one Frenchman. All of a sudden, Konate is happy, yeah? Watch this. Liverpool, Ibrahim Konate wants to stay at Liverpool. He's giving priority to stay at Liverpool over a move. He's not desperate to join Real Madrid. He's not desperate to join Real Madrid. That's the update on Konate. And here's the thing. Like, I want you guys to deep something. Us signing Isak is unbelievable. But you don't win a league title because of one player. You don't win a Champions League because of one player. It's about everyone as well around them. It's about the whole team situation. It's about the whole club. That's the thing. That's why it's very important for us to execute at a high level, because I want Konate to stay. I want Darwin Nunez to leave. And by the way, guys, make no mistake. Look, can we all now develop a appreciation for the finer things in life? All it took was a couple of goals against Stoke City in a behind closed doors preseason game, and everyone was like, buzz cut Nunez, buzz cut Nunez, buzz cut Nunez, one more season. One more season of what? One more season of what exactly? I promise you, the same way that we laughed at Timo Werner, the same way that we laugh at Kai Havertz, the same way that we laugh at all these people, bro, other fans are laughing at us with this Darwin Nunez thing. We have to accept he's a flop. Just like Werner is a flop, just like all these players are a flop. Same thing. Same thing. He is a flop. Simple as. And there is no more time for us to wait any more seasons. There is no more time for us to wait for anything. It's a failed transfer. It's a shit transfer. And that's why we need to trust the nerds and not the managers anymore. Because you can be an amazing manager and still have like shit talent ID, which I think is the situation with the whole Isak thing. Isak is someone that matches all like what the nerds are saying. Ekitike is someone that's matching all what the nerds are saying. And the reason why keeping Konate is important, people keep talking about, if he doesn't want to stay here, sell him. Sell Ibrahima Konate. He doesn't want to stay here. Sell him, bro. Sell him. Here's the thing with Ibrahima Konate. I think us keeping Ibrahima Konate is extremely pivotal to us winning a league title or winning a Champions League. It's very pivotal. It's very important. It's very important. Very important. What am I going to do with the 30 million? What am I going to do with the 30 million? What? Or the 40 million or even the 50 million? What am I going to do? Tell me. Please explain it to me. Okay, we get, oh my God, Hussam, we should sell players that want to leave. Okay, Habibi, you sell Konate for 40 million. Now what? Now what? Don't tell me Gehi because we're going to get Gehi anyway. Don't tell me Gehi because we're going to get Gehi anyway. I think Mark Gehi over these next 1-2 weeks, we're going to sign anyway. We're going to sign anyway. So now what? Tell me. Now what? You take that 40 million. What are you going to do with it? Who are you going to sign for 40 million? Who? Inacio? Now your center backs are Gehi and Inacio. We cannot do this. We cannot do this. We cannot do this. We need the players at Liverpool Football Club that will help us deliver. That's why, by the way, I want to make something clear with Konate. Even if Konate wants to leave, even if like Konate at the end of the season says, guys, I want to leave, no problem. I'd rather he go on a free, but we're league champions than otherwise. I need it more than you believe. I need it more than you believe. For me, us winning the Premier League is worth more than anything about this whole 40 million, 30 million, whatever it is. There's nothing I can do with that money. It's 2025. You want to know who's worth 30 million? Someone of Curtis Jones's level is worth 30 million, 40 million. If we decide to sell Curtis Jones tomorrow, we're going to get 40 million for Curtis Jones. If we literally decide to sell Curtis Jones tomorrow, we're going to get 40 million for him. So you're going to get a Curtis Jones level center back. For what? What's the point? For me, Konate and Gehi together cements us in terms of winning the league. It cements us. It makes us very serious in terms of winning the league. It's very important. And even if, and I'm making this clear because people are talking about the new contract thing, I hope and I pray that Konate signs a new deal. I hope he agrees with the deal and he signs the dotted line. I hope so. However, even if Konate says no and he wants to leave, right? Even if Konate says he wants to leave next summer, keep him this season because you need your spine to stay. Alisson, Konate, Van Dijk, McAllister, Gravenberch, Salah. Those 6 players are our spine. Change around that as much as you want. Change around that. You can't just sit here and by the way, let me make something clear, right? Let's say Konate wants to leave next summer on a free. Let's say Konate wants to go for free next summer. If this season, by the way, the reason why Konate will have to perform anyway is because it's a World Cup here. And I promise you, he wants to start for the France national team. I promise you. So now, if we win the Premier League this season and the Champions League, let's say Liverpool Football Club win the Prem and win the Champs, right? You can take some of the money and actually get a serious Konate replacement. That's it. Get a serious Konate replacement. What you cannot tell me, what you cannot verbatim de facto tell me is, oh my God, get the 40 million now and go sign a center back. Okay, Habibi, who's going to be the center back? Who's going to be the center back? 40 million is going to do nothing in the modern day market. It's just going to do nothing. Gahey is coming to Liverpool Football Club anyway. Gahey is going to be a Liverpool player anyway. He's going to be a Liverpool player. Mark Gahey. So Mark Gahey alone is not enough. Then you need another centre-back as well. And that other centre-back is going to be who? Inacio or someone of that caliber? That's not good enough. That's not good enough for where Liverpool are trying to be, where we're trying to be as an institution, where we're trying to be as a football club. That's why keep him for this season, even if you have to take the L. Even if you have to take the L on Ibrahim Konate and lose him on a free next summer, no problem. Take the L. No problem. Take the L. And next season, next summer, if you win the Champions League, you win the Premier League, you make a whole lot of money, then you go and you sign a serious centre-back that's actually of Konate's level. Imagine next summer we sign Saliba or something. That's going to be hilarious. I just translated it. It said, get the tank ready. No, it says Inzaghi wants Nunez, and I hope he does sign him. Imagine who won after losing the Carabao Cup that day, bro. Hey, bro. It must be so sad being a Man United fan, huh? Everything that Ferguson has built for 30 years, we took down. Everything that Alex Ferguson built in 30 years, we have destroyed in a period of 5. He wanted to knock Liverpool off their perch. We're back on our perch, baby. All it took was 5 seasons to be back on our perch. Not 30 years, not 5 years. Now, we're the bigger club. We have more trophies. We have more major trophies. The fans worldwide, our number is getting closer to your number. And we've made 150 million more in revenue. Sponsors are refusing to give Man United as much money now because you've become a loser football club that you are. Enjoy it, mate. Enjoy it. It's going to be long, long, long for you. Manchester United fans, take a step back. Enjoy us. Enjoy us lifting number 21. Enjoy us lifting number 21 on your head top. Because it's going to happen in front of your very own eyes. And actually, many people don't know this. Towards the end of the season, Liverpool are away at Old Trafford. If we win the league title at Old Trafford, oh my God. Oh my. We win the league at Old Trafford. They're completely finished and done and screwed. Anyway, guys, on that note, I'm going to wrap up the stream here. This stream is going to take you over to Born and Red. You get me? Shout out to my guy, Asim Sajjad. Great job they do over on that channel. This stream is going to take you over right now to Born and Red. Go over to Born and Red, please, right now, and go tell him Hussam raid. We're gonna be raiding. I'm gonna be in their chat as well. Sajjad is doing a stream right now talking about this Isak situation. So please go over there, and I'm gonna see you guys over there as well. Like this video on your way out. Subscribe to the channel. We're back on this channel at 11. I'm gonna be on Kopish as well. You get me? So, and because we have hit 500 likes, of course, I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna see you guys over on Born and Red.
Am I dreaming? Yo! What's the point, man? Even I can't even take even the guitar cannot help me. Fucking hell. Even the guitar, wallah, I can't even. Wallah, I can't even the guitar.